Hey guys, in today's video I want to share with you the best free keyword research tools, and you can use these keyword research tools for your websites as well as for your YouTube channel. I make a full-time living from free organic traffic, so keyword research is super important to me. I've generated over 1 million visitors to my websites combined, and I've also generated well over 5 million views on my YouTube channel. So I've done a lot of this using these keyword research tools that I'm going to share with you today, and I hope you find them useful as well. Let's get into it. The first tool that I want to share with you is called Keyword Sheeter. So if you type that into Google, you'll land on this site that looks like this, and this tool is awesome for generation of many keywords at once. To start using this tool, you need to give it a start of a phrase in your niche that you would like to analyze further. For example, in a travel niche, you might enter something like things to do in, and then you click this button that says start sheeting, and it will do this autocomplete for you, and it will find a ton of long tail keywords. Now you'll notice that my results are kind of skewed towards my location, which is in Australia, but you can use these options here to make your results more specific to the location within which you would like to conduct your keyword research. Now, just to demonstrate to you that these are real results that people are typing into Google, there are some really good ones that come up from time to time. For example, look at this, things to do in Sydney in January 2022. If we start typing that into Google, things to do in Sydney in January 2022, you can see that Google is actually typing that in as a predicted search, which basically means that this is a real search result. And of course, there won't be a lot of search results yet, so this is a pretty great term to target because January 2022 kind of hasn't happened yet, so there's not a lot of competition right now for this key phrase. What you don't get with Keyword Sheeter is you don't get all the other metrics, so the volume of this keyword as well as keyword difficulty. You will have to do this using some other tools that I'm about to share with you later on in this video, but for now, just know that Keyword Sheeter is actually a really good tool to generate tons and tons of keywords quickly. So now let's move on to the next tool. A free keyword tool number 2 is Google Keyword Planner. To get access to Google Keyword Planner, you need to register an account at Google Ads. You don't actually need to spend any money. What you need to do is, as you're signing up, you will need to start a campaign, and then as soon as you've started that campaign, pause it straight away. This will then activate your access to Google Keyword Planner. A bit weird, but this is what you need to do in order to get access to it. Once you're inside your Google Keyword Planner, it is actually a really useful tool for a number of reasons, and you can discover new keywords or get search volume and forecasts on your keywords. So let's take a look at this. Normally what I do is I change the location to all of the world, because by default it comes up as Australia for me. So this way you will be looking at the volume and the data from all over the world rather than just for Australia, which is important for my websites. My websites are all mainly in English, so I'm looking mostly at the US audience for my websites. And you can use Google Keyword Planner in a couple of different ways. For example, you can give it a starting keyword and it will give you suggestions for similar keywords. So you can also type in things to do in here in Google Keyword Planner, and it will give you approximately 600 to 1000 best keywords. Okay, it is kind of different depending on the keyword. Okay, well for this one we've got 154 keyword ideas. Okay, and they will be pretty much based all over the shop. You can't really control or niche it down too much. You can see that these are mostly relating to the United States. But what you do get with Google Keyword Planner is you get average monthly searches, which is really good and convenient. So this is a great place to get 100% accurate keyword searches. Because often it happens that some tools will tell you there is 1,000 searches of something, whereas when you check it in Google Keyword Planner, you'll see a much lower volume and vice versa. Another thing that you can do in Keyword Planner is confirm search volume. So as an example, if we used Keyword Sheeter here and we took all of the output from Keyword Sheeter, we can actually analyze these results within Google Keyword Planner to get search volumes, which is really useful. So if this is our list from Keyword Sheeter, we can take a number of these. Let's say we take these first 20 or 30 results, we paste them in here and we can click Get Started, and it will then analyze the search volume so we can accurately know Okay, so location, we also need to just get rid of this location here. Okay, we can now quickly know what the monthly search volume is for all of these keywords that we've just gotten from Keyword Sheeter. So the two can work together, Keyword Sheeter and Google Keyword Planner. Another cool way to use Google Keyword Planner, which not many people actually know about, is to use this option under Discover New Keywords, Start with a Website. So we can analyze any of competitors' websites and we can get some keywords that they have been using. Let's say if we want to get some of the keywords that thecrazytourist.com is using, we can take that URL and enter that domain here into Discover New Keywords. And by the way, you can also do this with the individual page level. So you can check the keywords that a particular page is ranking for, but you can also do this for the entire domain. So let's take a look at that for the entire domain. And we'll click on Get Results. And now we will get about 1,000 keywords usually. Okay, well actually they've given us 2,980 keyword ideas from the Crazy Tourist. So we've been able to kind of reverse engineer and get some of the keywords that this website is using. So you know that you can generate tons of ideas of long tail keywords using Keyword Sheeter. You can get the search volumes for those keywords using Google Keyword Planner tool. And later on in the video, I'm also going to show you some tools that will allow you to determine strength of competition and how difficult it would be for you to rank for these keywords, all using 100% free keyword research tools. The third keyword research tool that I want to show you today, and it's 100% free, is AutoSuggest, but not at Google. It's AutoSuggest on other websites. As an example, if depending on your niche, you may find this useful. If you go into Amazon.com and some other sites that I'll show you a bit later on, you can actually use the suggestion search bar to get some very unusual keywords that you wouldn't get any other way. As an example, let's say you can type in something like iPhone, okay, and then you're getting suggestions depending on what is popular right now. So these keywords here, they are popular, but then you can actually type in a first letter of the alphabet, for example, iPhone A, and you can see now you're getting suggestions of everything starting with A, iPhone and watch charging dock. So how about this, iPhone and watch charging dock? Perhaps this is something that you would not have thought of yourself, that you didn't even know this product exists, and now it's given you an idea for a website post or maybe for a YouTube video where you can title it something like best iPhone and watch charging docks. Then you can get rid of this, then you can put in B. So everything starting with B, iPhone battery bank, iPhone bicycle phone holder, iPhone battery charger magnet. So this way you are discovering keywords that you would never think of otherwise. You can do this with all the letters, and you can even then proceed with typing a couple of letters. For example, iPhone FA, see, or iPhone fast, right? So everything that starts with iPhone fast, you're now getting. So you can use this on Amazon. You can also do it on websites such as Etsy. So on Etsy, for example, you can start typing in something like calendar, okay, calendar A. So everything that starts with calendar A, you're getting all the different suggestions, calendar B, etc. So you can get a lot of ideas using auto-suggest boxes on various websites. Free keyword research tool number 4 that I want to share with you is called Answer the Public. It's a pretty niche service, but it is very useful. And if you don't know about it yet, then watch this because I think you're really going to love this. It allows you to find out different questions that people are asking about a particular topic. We can enter something like best guitar in here. Perhaps you've got a guitar accessories website. You can then choose the region of the world you want to work with. So right now I've got GB, United Kingdom. So let's change this to be United States. English is fine. And then we can use search. So now this is going to give us a search with a really great amount of very useful information. And here we go. We now have got all of these different suggestions for the different things that are related to best guitar keywords that we've entered. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger, but look at this. Who are the best guitar players today? Who is the best guitar teacher on YouTube? Who is the best guitar in the world? Who best guitar songs? Okay. Who's the best guitar hero player? So you get the idea. So it's everything starting with every type of question word, all the different things that real people are actually really typing into Google and into other search engines to find this information. They've got other sections here for guitar prepositions, comparisons. So that's everything that's got or VS. The VS section would be something like should I buy guitar versus something else? This VS comparison is not going to be applicable for every single search query, but I found some really useful keywords from here. And lastly, there is something called alphabetical. So this is all the different keywords that it's produced for you in an alphabetical order. This is also really, really useful to get some keyword ideas that you perhaps might not have thought of otherwise. And because these are all real things that people are entering into Google search term, some of them are really excellent ideas for some of your blog posts. For example, if you've got a blog post that's talking about best guitar chords, you might include some of these as a subsection. So for example, as a heading 2 or a heading 3 in your blog post text, you might include all of these. What's the best guitar solo of all time? What's the best guitar to learn on? What's the best guitar brand? Which best guitar tuner? Which is the best guitar tuner? So all of these things are actually great ideas for your blog post content. All right, so a bit of a change of pace. We now know how to generate keywords. We know how to get their volumes from a variety of different sources. What I want to show you now is how to assess the difficulty of particular keywords. So for example, you've got all of these keywords right here. How do you then find out whether this keyword is easy enough for you to rank for? And the first such tool that I want to recommend to you is Keywords Everywhere. So that's tool number 5 in our list, which is Keywords Everywhere. I recommend that you install Keywords Everywhere toolbar. It's 100% free, so just Google Keywords Everywhere toolbar and you will be able to install this either for Chrome or for Firefox. So just choose your browser. And you will then be able to get information about all these keywords that you've uncovered, but you can then try to start analyzing how difficult these keywords would be. For example, we can take this keyword here, let's copy it, let's go over to Google, enter it in, and once we get our search results, you'll see that there is now additional information here on the right-hand side, okay, as well as some additional information under each of the search results. Now, this is 100% free, guys. You don't have to pay anything. And this information is quite useful because you can see how strong these domains are. So MozDA, how strong this domain is, how many domains are linking to each of these search results, how many links this search result has, and their spam score as well. So what you ideally want to look for is some keywords that don't have a lot of domains with high DA. So anything that's got low DA, something like 30 or below, 25, 30 or below, in top 10 results would indicate that this is a pretty good keyword for you. Okay, so More Scenic Places in Southern California is looking a little bit tough, but let's just try to enter a different keyword. And we can see that this keyword is a little bit easier because there are some results that we can see here, for example, with MozDA 30. Okay, 30 is pretty good. And there's another search result here with MozDA 27. Okay, so you can go through these lists of keywords that you've generated and you can quickly analyze them like this using Keywords Everywhere extension. Now, on the right-hand side, you also can take a look at these things at a glance. So for example, there is SEO difficulty over here, off-page difficulty and on-page difficulty. You can read more about these metrics and how they're calculated, but this at least gives you a way to analyze the difficulty of these keywords 100% free of charge. The other things that you will notice that have now appeared are these additional tabs here on the right that Keywords Everywhere has shown you, and that's related keywords. So these are things that are not directly related to your search, but they're kind of like similar things, and that's very useful to get some additional ideas for your keywords. People also search for, so you've got that. And you've also got here something called long tail keywords. So once again, this is something that is going to be potentially very useful, and it's a completely free keyword tool that you can start using right now. Free keyword research tool number 6 that I want to share with you guys is Google Trends. It is actually quite useful to check your keywords before you go ahead and publish content on them. It's useful to check them in Google Trends, and here is why. Let's say you found an awesome keyword that you think is really, really good, and that keyword is Nikon D3400 review. For example, you find out that the competition is very low, so you're super excited to publish an article on it, and you take a moment to check it here in Google Trends. Let's change the volume to worldwide. Okay, so for past 12 months, you might think, okay, this keyword is still doing okay. But then if you take a look for the past 5 years to see what has been happening, you will actually see that the volume used to be quite high, and now there's almost nobody searching for it. And that might prompt you to research a bit more into it and you'll find out that Nikon D3400 is actually an old model of a camera. So there is no point really you publishing this review because, pretty much no one is searching for it anymore. It's an outdated model. So it can be quite useful depending on your niche and depending on what kind of keywords you're thinking of publishing. It may be quite useful for you to use Google Trends to validate your keywords. Free keyword research tool number 7 is Ahrefs. Yes, I know that Ahrefs is a very expensive premium tool, but stay with me because there is actually a way to use some of its functions for free. If you go to their website and you scroll down all the way to the bottom, you will see there is something here called free SEO tools. Not many people know about it, but you can actually use some of their tools for free. Look at this. Let's take a look at keyword difficulty checker. Let's just open this up in a new tab. And guess what? You can take your keyword, let's say that keyword Nikon D3400 review, and you can check keyword difficulty using this premium tool for free, which is awesome because it is very, very accurate, a lot more accurate than a lot of other free tools. And you might just need to fill out this annoying sort of reCAPTCHA box, but this will now give you, let's just give it a moment to think, it will give you keyword difficulty scores from the premium Ahrefs tool for free. All right, here we go. So we've got this keyword difficulty, it's 15, it's medium, and you can see some of the analysis from the top 10 search engine result pages. So here are all the top 10 current results, and it'll give you some of the scores, these Ahrefs rank, DR, etc. for the top 3 or 4 out of all of them. Still, this is very useful because this keyword difficulty score is very precise, and before you kind of finally commit to writing an article on your website, it's a good idea to check it in here just in case, or kind of just to get maybe a second opinion to validate that your keyword is indeed an easy keyword for you to publish on. Or maybe if you see that the score here is really high and this keyword seems very difficult, you might reconsider whether it's a good keyword for you to publish on or not. So here is a quick case study on how you might use all of these different free tools. Let's say I am the owner of an aquarium website, perhaps similar to this website over here. This is not my website, by the way. I'm just saying, imagine that if I had a website like this, then what I might do is I might go into keyword sheeter and I might type in best tank mates. Okay, so tank mates is basically what kind of fish are compatible with what kind of fish. Can they be tank mates or not? Let's put in best tank mates, then I'll click this, start sheeting, and I will start getting all of these suggestions, long tail keywords for different types of best tank mates. So after I've got some suggestions, I might want to take them, select them over here and copy, and then we'll go over to the Google Keyword Planner tool, and I'll want to now get search volumes for them. Okay, so I'm gonna enter them all in here. I think you can paste in a couple of hundred at a time. Then you can click Get Started. That will then process it and give you search volume. So see, some of them have got no search volume. There is no point publishing an article on them. Okay, but some of them actually do. So for example, now I can see here, look at these best tank mates for guppies. Okay, has got between 100 and 1000 monthly searches. So that's actually quite good. It does say competition is low, but this is for paid ads competition. This is not organic competition. Okay, so you can ignore it over here. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, out of all of these keywords, best tank mates for guppies looks pretty promising. Let's just double check it in the Ahrefs free keyword difficulty checker tool. So let's load that. Once again, you can access it from the main Ahrefs website. Here at the very bottom, just go to keyword difficulty checker. And by the way, there are a ton of other tools, guys, you can use here as well. They're all free SEO tools. Okay. So keyword difficulty checker, let's validate this. Best tank mates for guppies, check keyword difficulty. No, I'm not a robot. And this is now going to take about 10 seconds or so to think. And we can see that keyword difficulty for this keyword is easy, which is excellent. It means that we can go ahead and publish these. We can also get some stats for the top 3 competitors. See, they've got AR and it's 2.7 mil, 5.1, 2.7. You can read more about AR, but essentially it means that these are quite weak websites that are ranking there in the top 3 searches, which is really cool. It means that, this is a pretty good keyword for us to publish content on. Guys, there are some further full-length keyword research and SEO tutorials. Just check the links in the description below. And next, make sure to smash the like button and then watch this video over here that will show you the full process that I follow to find some awesome keywords. So this is a full keyword research tutorial for you. Go ahead and watch this next. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.